everyone, Big Pauly back for another little cinema trip. Oh yes baby. I'm getting out of my hometown this morning because, well, I want to break free, so so yes, we're on our way over to View now to watch Bohemian Rhapsody. That's right, Bohemian Rhapsody. Been looking forward to this for ages. Gonna see how Rami Malek kills Freddie Mercury. Oh god, I saw a little special feature of it last night on Sky. Looks so good. And also the guy that plays Brian May, bloody hell. And I think Anita Dobson actually thought she'd gone back in time when she saw him. She thought it was just Brian back in the 70s and 80s. Wow. Okay, let's get on the road. I've got to pick up a couple of snacks in Tesco, so we'll pick up some snacks in Tesco's, and then I'll see you at Tesco's in a minute. Let's get on the road, because the LC pub's got a devil put aside for me. Okay, so just come out of Tesco's, just got to the cinema. It's pissing it down. Murky, grey, horrible, wintry skies. Temperatures dropped right down, so I think we're heading into winter. Winter is coming. Right, okay, so out of Tesco, so I've got my snacks. So I've got myself some popcorn, lightly sea salted popcorn, because I love it. I've also got myself a nice little diet Dr. Pepper, freezing cold. And for lunch, because it's a long film, roast chicken and stuffing sandwich. Oh yes baby. So I've probably saved myself about 20 quid as opposed to getting stuff in the cinema. Yes, fantastic. So I'm gonna stick that in my little rucksack, and then we shall hop into the cinema and get ready for the show to go on. Oh yes baby, let's go do it. Okay, so just come out of the screening of Bohemian Rhapsody. Any way the wind blows exactly, it's bloody windy down there. Okay, I think, right, where should we start? Okay, I think there must have been a cast change in this movie, because I was under the impression that Rami Malek and what's his name? Gwilym Lee were in this film, and they're not. Who play Freddie and Brian May. Freddie Mercury is in the film, and so is Brian May. And Joseph Mazzello playing John Deacon, and Ben Hardy, I think it is, that used to be in EastEnders, playing Roger Taylor. Yes. Oh my god. Wow. I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start on this film. Okay, let's start. Let's start as you always start. Let's start. Sorry, I'm just a complete wreck at the moment. Let's start at the beginning. Right, okay, so little teaser at the beginning. There's no spoilers in this, but a lot of people know the Queen story anyway, but I'm not going to give too much into the story. I'll just give a little outline. Nice little sequence at the beginning, kind of like pre-Live Aid, and then it kind of like flashbacks to London. I think it's 1970 or 1972, to the beginnings of Smile and Freddie Bolsara working at Heathrow Airport as a baggage person and that kind of stuff. And you know, one thing leads to another. He meets up with Brian and Roger as they're performing in like a little club in a pub type of thing, and they need a new lead singer, so they give it a shot. And because of has he got 2 extra incisors, so he's got 4 incisors or something, gives him the higher octave ranges that a normal person can't reach. So that's quite astonishing, but that's common knowledge anyway. Well, mostly common knowledge. And the movie charts the rise, not just of Queen themselves, but of Freddie. and the hardships that he goes through, the decisions that he makes, the relationships, meeting Mary and asking her to marry him, and lots of cats in the house as well, which I really like, and also the other side of Freddie as well, because as he kind of wrestles with his sexuality, you know, he's in love with Mary, but something's pulling him towards the men as well. So he suddenly realises, it dawns on him that he's bisexual. And they do focus on that side of it. They do focus on the pull to that side. It would be wrong not to focus on it. Not too heavily in the film, you know, it's not going to get too deep down with drugs and sex, drugs and rock and roll. Sex, drugs and rock and roll, but on a family certificate, if you know what I mean. But yes, so yes, we do see him form this relationship with this guy who's basically only using him. Plus also there's record producer Ray Foster, who totally unrecognisable, played by Mike Myers. It's like that, what was that film with Ben Stiller, Tropic Thunder, with Tom Cruise at the end of it? Totally unrecognisable, I'm telling you. I didn't realise it was Mike Myers until the credits went up. That was ridiculous. We got lots and lots and lots of Queen music all the way through the film. Now I'm Here, Seven Seas of Rye, Bohemian Rhapsody. They show the beautiful formation of how that song came to be, from the first ideas of the keyboard to the operatic section, Brian with his guitar in the studio and that kind of thing. I swear to God, it's Brian May in this film, and it's Freddie Mercury in this film. The other two are passable off, you know. The other two are actors playing them, but these two are ridiculous. And it also touches on the difficulties that the band had themselves, you know, like the arguments and the moderate fights and decisions that they made and that kind of thing, which made Queen. And obviously they do also touch on the fact that Freddie wanted more, so he took this record deal to go out solo, as so many people were doing. You know, Michael Jackson was killing it being solo from the Jackson 5 and that kind of thing. But something is pulling him back. Something links him to these three other people, these three other guys. He's getting everything he wants while he's solo. You know, he wants people to do this, he wants people to do that, he wants the sound to sound like this. He's getting everything he wants. He misses the confrontations with the band. That's what made them family. It also touches quite well on the Bolsara family as well, specifically his mum and his dad, which he had an uneasy relationship with, but when it gets to the end, you can see that that's one proud dad. And of course it's all leading up to the inevitable outcome of, you know, the HIV and the AIDS, and they touch on that with some newsreel footage and some little instances like coughing up blood, that kind of thing. And he realises that time's marching on. He hasn't got a lot of time to do, you know, much more. He knows what's happening, and he hears about, you know, the Live Aid concert, and it's kind of like, this is the thing that's got to get him. He's got to put his stamp on something that's going to affect the entire world. One of the most touching scenes in the entire film was between Freddie and Mary. Very emotional scene, spilling out his undying love, and, you know, that he wants to marry her, and in the background there's a concert playing. I think it might be Rio, and Love of My Life is playing in the background softly, but that, you could hear a pin drop in that theatre. The theatre was 3/4 full, and you could hear a pin drop. That was such a great scene. Okay, and then it all leads up to the main event, Live Aid. And I haven't got any words to say how unbelievably spectacular that last 15 to 20 minutes was. From the build-up of the phones with Bob Geldof pledging to phone in and give money, the entire stage setup, the crowd, the recreation of Wembley Stadium, the old Wembley Stadium. That, oh my God, that is as close as you would ever get to actually being at Live Aid. Yes, you've seen it on telly, you've seen it on videos and all that kind of stuff, but with the surround sound, that size screen, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, everything else that comes with it, 4K and all that, you're never going to get closer to being at Live Aid than you were on that scene. 15 to 20 minutes. The sniffing, the sobbering, everywhere going around me. Yes, I did. I found that so difficult to keep my shit together through that last 15 to 20 minutes. But that, oh my God, that was one of the most unbelievable, incredibly emotional, fantastic last 15 minutes of that movie. It totally blew me away, totally blew my socks off. The sound, the surrounds, I'm just in the crowd there. So yes, wow, sometimes it's hard to try and express emotionally how you feel about a film. I know some people can review and say, yes, it was a very good film, or it's a really good film, but when it just touches you so much, and for someone that grew up on Queen and had the privilege to actually go to a Queen concert and see these guys perform the shit out of the stage, it really brings it all back. Wow, it's so emotional. Okay, so we know the music, we know the story. Let's get it down to speed now. The performances. Joseph Mazzello was very convincing. He had that look. He had that look of John Deacon. He was a very good John Deacon. Even when it got to Live Aid with his fuzzy hair, his afro hair, he was really good. There's a lot of comedy in the film as well. A lot of one-liners and that kind of thing, especially from Roger. Roger was played by Ben Hardy, I believe his name is. He was Ian Beale's son, I think, in EastEnders. But he was convincing. He was really good. Kind of, sometimes he was a little bit aggressive towards Freddie, you know, where Freddie wanted his own way, that kind of thing. But yes, he was really good. Now, let's get down to the top two, shall we? Okay. Let's start with Gwilym Lee, who I saw on a making of the movie last night, as the actor is. And I thought, okay, he doesn't really look like Ryan that much, or sound like him too much. But I know I've seen him already in the trailers. And as for him in the film, holy shit. Holy shit. There is no one on this planet that could have played Brian May the way he played Brian May. The mannerisms, the way he held the guitar, the way he moved his arms, his speaking voice, the way that he came out with his little comedy quips. Yeah, oh God. That's definitely a stamp of approval. And let's get to Freddie, shall we? Let's get to Freddie himself. Because I don't know what happened to Rami Malek, so maybe he didn't decide to do the film in the end. But yeah. Okay. Now, originally, I believe Sacha Baron Cohen was originally lined to play Freddie, but he didn't like the tone of the film, the way that it was going, because it wasn't delving too deep into Freddie's personal life. Okay, so Sacha Baron Cohen was out. Now, as much as I love Sacha Baron Cohen's films, thank fuck for that. Honestly. Rami Malek. Yes, I've seen him in a couple of episodes of Mr. Robot. Lou's seen all of Mr. Robot. And I'm now going to go back and watch the rest of Mr. Robot. This guy is a genius. This guy is an unbelievable... This guy is not human to be able to pull off what he pulled off in this film. Everything from the mannerisms, the way he, with his incisors, the way he, like Freddie used to do with his mouth, his techniques, the little sort of nods of his head. I can't go into it. There was so much. I was looking at so much of this guy. I had no idea. That anybody could pull this off other than Freddie Mercury. And this guy did the impossible. This guy was the most incredible, unbelievable, heartfelt performance and tribute to this man, this genius, Freddie Mercury, that I could ever have hoped for. There is not a person like Brian May. There's not a person on this planet that could have done anything near this, pulled off anything near this. And all I say is thank God for the casting on this, because this could have been a 50-50. If they'd got the casting slightly wrong, it could have ended in disaster. But wow, okay, yes, my God. In fact, for the whole 2 hours and 14 minutes, I didn't see Rami Malek at all in the film. All I saw was Freddie Mercury. It's that impressive. It's that genuine. And yes. So I know what you're thinking. Oh, so you like the film then, did you, Pauly? Wow, yes. Oh my God. I knew it was going to be good, but I had no idea it was going to be a masterpiece. Yes. Okay, so we don't delve deep right into the nitsy gritty stuff of the band. You know, the real deep drug sexual type of thing. But you have to mellow it. You have to mellow it to cater for the audience. They do focus on Freddie and his male friends. And there's just the right amount. There's just the right amount there to show what's needed, because this is not the story of Freddie Mercury and the darker side of Freddie Mercury, like I say, with the drugs and his bisexuality and all that kind of stuff. This is the story of Freddie Mercury and Queen, from their humble beginnings through some rough patches to when they were the biggest band in the world, and are still the biggest band in the world. I'm sorry, all this Girls Aloud shit and One Direction shit can come along, but yes, I know we've got Rolling Stones, but the Who, but no, I'm sorry. In my opinion, Queen are the biggest band in the world. They always will be. Nothing can beat that. And Freddie Mercury is the ultimate singer. There's not a singer on earth, in the past, in the future, that will ever match Freddie Mercury's voice and range. So yes, I feel that emotionally drained. But yes, I feel that connection with it. So yes, I am so thankful that I got to see this film. And I'm going to see it so many more times. It's unbelievable. If you're a Queen fan, you like Queen music, you want a little bit of comedy, a little bit of element with it, but you go and see it. You go and see it. You'll love it. You'll love every single minute of it. And if you are a fan of Freddie Mercury, go and see it for Rami Malek's performance of Freddie Mercury. He'll knock your fucking socks off. It's just ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. My God. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay, so that is my review, my little review. That's about 20 minutes long. That is my review of Bohemian Rhapsody. The risings and superstardom of Queen. The greatest band that ever lived on this planet. Okay, so how am I going to rate it? Whoa, this is going to be interesting. Right, okay. Now, at the end of the year, I'll be doing my top 10 movies of this year. Okay. This is in the top 3. Yes, I'm not going to say where it is, but this is definitely in the top 3. Okay. On a rating of 1 to 10. Wow. I'm going to give it 10. I'm going to give it 10. But if we're going to do it Spinal Tap, I'm giving it 11. Absolutely. This is off the scale. This is off the scale, I'm telling you. Yes, fantastic. So, million thumbs up. Million thumbs up. Fantastic. Absolutely loved every single minute of it. Engrossed through every single minute. 2 hours and 2.25 hours, but I could have sat there for 4 hours and not been bored. But yes, absolutely fantastic. So, wow. If you like Queen, you like the music, get your ass to the cinema now. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed my little review of Bohemian Rhapsody. It's time to go home now because it's getting windy and it's getting all shitty up there. And I need to go home and get some din-din. Yes, so hope you enjoyed the video. Like it by giving it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. Okay, so brilliant. Another film done. That's another one bites the dust. Excellent. Till next time, bye-bye, everyone.